morning, Mariners!
To begin, here's the birthdays.
Happy birthday to Malachi D. in the 6th grade and Elizabeth M. in the 4th grade. Also, happy belated birthday to Miss Clargerty and today our supervisor, Mrs. Ford.
Happy birthday! Now our weather. Mostly sunny with the high near 80 and a low around 54. Tomorrow it's partly sunny with the high 76 and the chance of precipitation is 30%.
Now on to our general announcements. The spring dance is coming soon. Mark your calendars for April 11th, 2025 for our semi-formal spring dance and be sure to buy your tickets in advance.
Now on to Nash with the book recommendation.
The book recommendation this week is for Way of the Kings. The Way of the Kings is a book series by Brandon Sanderson. It is a book that is recommended for stronger and older readers. Way of the Kings is a book about a king, Gavilar, a worker, Catelyn, Schuyler, Navani, and other characters. Each chapter is strung together through intricate design and character development. If you enjoy wizardly and powerful fights, then this book is for you. Make sure to continue reading. Back to you, anchors.
Looks like a good story.
Well, that's all we have for today.
Have a great rest of your day and don't forget,
Stay Mariner strong.
Good morning and welcome back to another Starch Madness update. Here I am with Mrs. Hart. Today, one of the South's premier experts on Howlin' Cow ice cream. Go Wolfpack. Before we reveal the results, I'm just wondering, what's your favorite ice cream? Or ice cream treat, frozen treat?
I love a really yummy chocolate ice cream. Just simple but yummy.
Pure. Okay, and who'd you pick? What's going all the way?
I have root beer float going the whole way. It's a classic tradition.
Well, with that in mind, let's get to the results. Down to business. Moving on to the Sweet 16 from the Fruity Flavors Conference. We have, the sherbet really creamed the ice cream in this conference. Rainbow, Tropical Swizzle, and Orange Sherbet all advancing, leaving Strawberry as the only remaining ice cream in this conference.
All right, moving on to the traditional Scoops Conference. First up, Rocky Road, ironically, on a smooth journey to defeating Vanilla, the classic. Chocolate chip cookie dough also stopped that moose in its tracks to clinch its spot in the Sweet 16. Mint chocolate chip and cookies and cream will also be moving on.
From the Ice Cream Treats Conference, ice cream cake and drumsticks never had a chance, as ice cream sundae and Chick-fil-A milkshake dominated. And unfortunately, root beer float sank against Dippin' Dots.
You know, Dippin' Dots was once advertised as the future of ice cream. And I thought we'd take a moment to learn a little bit about the history of ice cream. It was actually during the Roman Empire that Nero Claudius Caesar frequently sent runners into the mountains for snow, which then was flavored kind of like snow cones.
That's a lot to run up the mountains for the snow.
And they must be really quick running back, so it didn't melt on them.
Okay.
Marco Polo, a little bit later in history, returned to Italy from the Far East with a recipe that closely resembled what is now called sherbet. And last but not least, cream ice, as it was called, apparently regularly at the table of Charles I during the 17th century.
I wonder, when this all stumbled over to America, I did hear that George Washington was a connoisseur of ice cream. I wonder what his favorite flavor was. I bet Miss Tunstall would say it's cherry.
She would know.
Everyone confirmed that. If you see Miss Tunstall, ask her. Okay, had my history classes covered more history of desserts, I think I might have enjoyed history a little bit more as I was growing up. Well, let's wrap this up. From our Beyond the Cone conference, all the chocolate has officially been iced out of this conference. Moving on to the Sweet 16, we've got the snow cone, the icy, the slushy, and the sunset slush. So for full results, check with your teacher on how to score this latest bracket and look for the next round of voting to come out next week. That's all for Starch Madness.